Before we dive in, it's important to understand why this story captured the internet's attention so quickly. Diane Lane is a seasoned Hollywood actor, recognized for her talent and longevity in the industry. She has starred in countless films, earning both critical acclaim and a devoted fan base. Despite her success, the internet has a way of amplifying even the smallest incident, especially when it involves celebrities. One day, a set of photos began circulating online. They were presented as private images, and instantly, the attention was massive. People shared, commented, and speculated, often without verifying anything. What makes this story interesting is not just the photos themselves, but how quickly a rumor can spiral out of control. In this case, what started as a few posts snowballed into a phenomenon, showing just how volatile online attention can be. Who is Diane Lane? Diane Lane's career spans decades, and her work has made her one of Hollywood's respected figures. From dramatic roles to romantic leads, she has captivated audiences with her performances. But like many celebrities, her public life is often scrutinized intensely. Fans admire her craft, but the internet doesn't always separate fact from fiction. Celebrities live in a world where personal moments can be magnified without their consent, and Diane Lane is no exception. Her talent and professionalism are widely recognized, yet public curiosity sometimes overshadows reality. This story illustrates the duality of fame. Admiration and intrusion coexist, and navigating that balance is not always easy. Understanding her background helps us see why the incident with the photos caused such a stir. It wasn't just about images, it was about perception, privacy, and how quickly misinformation can spread online. The viral moment. The initial posts claimed to show private photos of Diane Lane. Within hours, thousands of people had seen them, shared them, and commented on them. Social media, with its algorithms favoring engagement, helped the story grow exponentially. YouTube videos analyzing the images popped up, blogs dedicated posts to the scandal, and the attention intensified. What is striking is how few people questioned the authenticity. Many assumed the images were real because they were framed in a sensational way. The internet thrives on curiosity and shock value, and these photos hit the perfect storm. The frenzy demonstrates a broader truth. Viral moments often spread faster than fact-checking can keep up. This is not unique to celebrities. It's part of the internet's design, where speed often outweighs accuracy. The attention, while intense, was fueled largely by assumptions rather than verified facts. Separating fact from fiction. Upon closer examination, most of the images were either edited, taken from old movie scenes, or entirely unrelated to Diane Lane. Despite this, the rumor machine had already reached full momentum. By the time corrections appeared, the viral energy had done its work. This illustrates a core issue in today's digital culture. Misinformation often travels faster than the truth. When people are confronted with shocking or intriguing content, the natural reaction is to click, share, and discuss before considering authenticity. In Diane Lane's case, what seemed like a personal invasion was largely a misunderstanding fueled by online excitement. It shows how the context of images, combined with our curiosity, can create a narrative that feels convincing even when it's false. Understanding this helps us navigate not just celebrity news, but any information we encounter online. The human side of fame. One of the most overlooked aspects of incidents like this is the human experience of the people involved. Diane Lane, despite her fame, is still a person navigating public attention. When misinformation spreads, it's not just a blow to her public image. It can be stressful and invasive on a personal level. Celebrities often have to manage the fallout while maintaining professionalism, and Diane did exactly that. She did not publicly overreact or engage with the rumors unnecessarily. Instead, her team clarified the situation, explaining that most images were misrepresented or fabricated. This response highlights the emotional intelligence and restraint required in public life. Fame can amplify both admiration and scrutiny, and learning to navigate it is part of being in the spotlight. This story reminds us that behind the headlines and viral posts are real people with feelings, deserving of respect and understanding. Why clickbait works. The headlines accompanying the images were designed to trigger curiosity. Make sure you are alone before looking. This phrasing is powerful because it plays on human psychology. We are naturally drawn to secrets, forbidden content, or anything that promises an unusual revelation. By suggesting that the content should only be viewed alone, the headline amplifies suspense and intrigue. People click out of curiosity, without pausing to question the source or authenticity. This is why clickbait works so well. It taps into a primal desire to uncover hidden knowledge. The Diane Lane incident demonstrates the mechanics of online attention. Headlines, visuals, and timing combine to create viral energy, often before anyone has verified the facts. Understanding this helps us critically assess online content instead of falling prey to sensationalism. The speed of misinformation. One of the most striking aspects of the Diane Lane story is just how fast misinformation spread online. Within a matter of hours, the photos were being shared across multiple platforms, discussed in forums, and even featured in videos analyzing them. By the time fact-checking began, the initial narrative had already taken root in people's minds. This rapid spread highlights the internet as both a marvel and a danger. Information travels faster than ever before, but context and accuracy often lag far behind. Viral moments are not inherently harmful, yet the combination of sensational content and rapid sharing can easily distort reality. For Diane Lane, this incident demonstrated a hard truth. Online attention moves faster than personal statements or clarifications can catch up. For audiences, the lesson is equally clear. Taking a moment to verify before clicking or sharing can prevent the unintentional amplification of falsehoods and reduce harm. Lessons for internet users. The Diane Lane incident offers a real-world example of online behavior and critical thinking in action. When we encounter attention-grabbing content, our first instinct is often to click, share, or comment, driven by curiosity or surprise. However, this story shows why pausing is so essential. Not everything that spreads online is accurate, and some content is deliberately manipulated to provoke reactions. By slowing down and questioning the source, we can avoid becoming part of a cycle of misinformation. Beyond critical thinking, this incident is also a reminder of empathy. Celebrities are human, and the impact of false stories or misleading images extends beyond their public image. It can affect them personally. Social media is not just a tool for consumption, it is a responsibility. Learning from viral incidents like this helps us engage thoughtfully and compassionately, whether discussing public figures, news stories, or even the everyday posts we share with friends. The role of social media algorithms. Social media platforms play a central role in amplifying stories like the Diane Lane incident. Algorithms are designed to promote content that drives engagement, comments, shares, likes, and clicks. Stories with sensational or shocking elements trigger these behaviors, which is why rumors can spread so quickly. These algorithms often reward virality, not necessarily accuracy, creating fertile ground for misinformation to flourish. Understanding the mechanics behind these platforms can help users navigate online spaces more critically. Recognizing how virality works allows us to separate genuine information from hype or exaggeration. In Diane Lane's case, the algorithmic boost magnified the rumor far beyond what the original posts intended, creating a level of attention that might not have occurred organically. Being aware of these dynamics equips users to become smarter, more responsible consumers of online content, reducing the likelihood of contributing to the spread of false information unintentionally. How Diane Lane handled the situation. Despite the intense online chaos, Diane Lane remained composed throughout the incident, Her team responded calmly, clarifying that the images circulating were either movie stills, edits, or completely unrelated content. She did not seek attention or create drama. Instead, she allowed facts to speak for themselves. This response reflects a high level of professionalism and emotional intelligence. Celebrities often face situations where public perception clashes with private reality, and handling such moments with grace helps preserve integrity while minimizing further complications. Diane Lane's measured approach serves as a model for anyone navigating the pressures of online attention. Remain calm, verify information, and respond thoughtfully. The situation could have easily escalated into a more damaging narrative, but professionalism helped contain its impact and allowed the truth to emerge gradually. Her response demonstrates that patience and composure are often more powerful than reacting impulsively in the digital age. Understanding the psychology behind viral content. The reason people clicked on the photos is straightforward. It's human nature. Humans are inherently curious, especially when something is labeled as secret or private. Headlines like, "Make sure you are alone," are specifically designed to tap into this instinct, creating an irresistible sense of intrigue. The Diane Lane story illustrates how psychological triggers interact with online platforms to create viral content. This is not necessarily negative. Curiosity is a natural and valuable part of human behavior. However, when curiosity intersects with unverified content, it can lead to the rapid spread of misinformation. By understanding why we are drawn to certain types of content, we can make more conscious decisions about what to engage with and share. This awareness empowers us to enjoy online content responsibly, satisfying curiosity without unintentionally spreading false or misleading information. Recognizing these triggers is a key step in becoming a more thoughtful digital citizen. The broader implications. While the story centers on Diane Lane, similar incidents happen to countless public figures and sometimes even ordinary people. Social media has created an environment where false narratives can circulate rapidly, affecting reputations, relationships, and personal lives. Understanding the broader implications is essential. Viral attention does not equal truth, and anyone can become the target of misinformation. Critical thinking, empathy, and awareness are indispensable skills in today's digital landscape. The internet offers incredible opportunities for connection, creativity, and knowledge, but it also demands discernment. Stories like Diane Lane's serve as reminders to pause, reflect, and question content before engaging with it. Beyond celebrities, these lessons apply to news, personal posts, and shared media of all kinds. By applying these principles, we can navigate online spaces more responsibly and reduce the harm caused by misinformation. Final thoughts. The Diane Lane incident is not just about the photos themselves, it's about our collective response as an online community. It highlights how curiosity, speed, and sensationalism can overshadow reality. The lesson is clear. Approach online content critically, verify facts, and engage with empathy. Celebrities are human, and misinformation can affect them on a personal level, not just a professional one. At the same time, the story illustrates the power and responsibility that come with digital platforms. We have a choice in how we interact with content. We can contribute to understanding and clarity, or we can perpetuate confusion and falsehoods. By remembering this incident, we become more aware of the dynamics at play online and better equipped to make thoughtful decisions. Next time a headline promises shock or secrecy, pause and ask, is it real, or am I simply being drawn in by curiosity? The choice is ours, and it matters.